And President Trump calls Georgia Senator David Perdue a, quote, great guy and a patriot. Now, the president made those remarks in a retweet today, sharing a post from activist Lauren Windsor. In her post, Windsor said Perdue told her he will keep fighting for the president and challenge the Electoral College on January 6th. Reports say President Trump has promised protests in Washington, D.C. on that day when Congress is slated to meet to accept the presidential election results. Meantime, Perdue, who's in a runoff election, is reportedly leading against his Democrat challenger, Jon Ossoff, by at least 5 points among suburban voters. And the Save America bus tour rallies in Cumming, Georgia to garner support for Senators David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler. During today's stop, several Republican lawmakers held campaign events at the Cumming Fairgrounds, including Ted Cruz, Lauren Boebert, and Burgess Owens. This follows the tour stop in Savannah, Georgia, Saturday. The three-day tour aims to remind Georgians what is at stake for these runoff elections. White House correspondent Jen Pellegrino was there and has more.
Just over 2 weeks to go here in the Senate runoff elections here in the state of Georgia, and all hands are on deck in the fight to re-elect Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. And while America is watching this election, they are also demanding that their elected officials hold the line for President Trump. You have declared that on January 6th, you will stand alongside Mo Brooks. Tell us about that decision.
We're able to take at least one member of Congress and at least one senator and bring a challenge to the floor where we can debate the issue, and then Congress will vote to certify the Electoral College votes. And we're lining up people, Mo Brooks, myself, Member-elect Barry Moore, several others are already joining in. 75 million people voted for President Trump, and these voters are loyal to President Trump, and they know they elected him for 4 more years. Republicans in Congress have got to stand by the president because that's where the voters are.
Will you be standing alongside Mo Brooks?
And I'm looking at that right now. I'm trying to get as much information. My tendency is yes, to say yes. At the end of the day, Americans want to make sure that whatever's been done has been done fairly, it's been done honestly, and as long as it's done that way, we can go out and fight for it in a day if that's what it comes down to.
We don't get a do-over. Everything's on the line. Chuck Schumer said, first we take Georgia, then we change America. And I think that's what we're seeing. Georgia Republicans know that if we don't get out and vote, that if we don't listen to President Trump and vote for Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue, we're going to get an elimination of the filibuster. We're going to get the Supreme Court pact. We're going to get the Green New Deal, higher taxes. And for these people and for all Georgians, they're going to come after our guns. We cannot allow that. But we are building the most robust verification process that you've really ever seen in this state. We've got 4,000 poll watchers that we're going to have. These are people that are going to be monitoring the ballots as they come in. We're in court right now to make sure that we have an aggressive verification process on these absentee ballot signatures. This president has spent 4 years fighting for the American people, for the people of this state, and Kelly Loeffler is going to keep fighting for him every single day.
Well, I've never seen a president in my lifetime that delivered on the promises that he made more than President Trump did. If you are a constitutional conservative in this state, in the state of Georgia, which is the state where I live, and you are calling yourself a Republican, if you do not go out and vote, if you choose to sit back and not vote in this particular election, that is the most rhino-ish thing I can think of for you to do. The most important thing that we need to have in this country to maintain our sovereignty is to be able to trust our election process.
Jen Pellegrino, One America News, Smyrna, Georgia.